A few weeks ago, there was a prominent gathering of Protestant Christian leaders in Cape Town, South Africa. It was called the Lausanne Conference Follow-Up, and this has been a series of conferences held every few years after being initiated by the evangelist Billy Graham in 1974 in Lausanne, Switzerland. And very distinguished Protestant Christian leaders are brought from several countries in the world and are invited to speak. This year, there were 200 delegates invited from China, which was the largest number ever, which was itself an indication of the incredible significance that China has assumed, that has grown into as one of the major players in the global community of Christian countries. Sadly, of these 200 delegates who were invited to Cape Town, only about 2 or 3 actually were able to attend the Cape Town conference. The others were detained, prevented from boarding aircraft, had their documents confiscated, their passports cancelled, were brought in for questioning by various authorities, which was a real tragedy because the Cape Town organizers had taken the trouble to invite both representatives of the unofficial house churches of China, which constitute the majority of China's Christians, and representatives of the official organizations, the Protestant Free Self-Patriotic Movement, and I don't think the Catholic Church was invited. It probably wouldn't have been interested anyway. But regrettably, the authorities and the official Protestant organizations in China rejected the invitation because they objected to the fact that delegates had been invited whom they had not previously known about and of whom they certainly had not approved. This is a rather sad event because China is now economically the second most powerful country in the world. It recently overtook Japan. China is recognized as a major world power. China was granted the honor of being the venue of the 2008 Olympic Games. China is respected throughout the world and is broadly popular in the world. So it is a little bit of a puzzle why these fairly insignificant church leaders failed to get on the plane to go to a conference in South Africa.